If you've been struggling to find a great protein brand that tastes delicious because you don't like the chocolate or the vanilla flavors, or maybe the whey protein is upsetting your stomach, then you're going to watch this video because I'll be talking about the new Animal Clear protein that they've come out with. I do have affiliate links for this product, but this video is not sponsored by them or anything like that. They told me and reached out saying like, hey, we got this new clear protein isolate and we would like you to try it. So I'm trying it out. I'm giving my honest review. I actually haven't even tasted it yet. However, I have tried other brands of clear, quote unquote, clear protein before. I think that that's kind of like a new term that they're using to label the type of protein, because most often when you think of a protein drink, you got either chocolate or vanilla flavored, kind of like milkshakey. The only thing close to like a fruity type of protein drink that I've seen in the past has been like strawberry flavored, but it's more like a strawberry milkshake than it is like a strawberry juice. And with this, the Animal Clear Whey Isolate, it's more like a protein juice. And I've actually tried similar brands like this before because one of my friends never really liked the flavor of most protein drinks. So he got one and it tasted like orange juice. And he was like, bro, you gotta try this. And I tried it out and I was like, hot dang, it's like juice, but with protein in it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So when Animal reached out, said, hey, we want you to try this, I was very eager because this is a brand that I purchased practically everything through, which is why I decided to go the route of getting kind of like the affiliate association with them. So a thing that is really neat, I'll be describing things that are pretty cool about this protein while I'm filling up the shaker right here. A thing that's neat is the way that they make the protein is they remove a lot of the lactose in it. So if you have like a lactose intolerance or you find yourself struggling to digest protein, this might be a really good alternative for you because there's not a lot of lactose in it. It says things like zero added sugar, zero fat, and again, the flavor. If you like juices, you're probably going to like this. So this one that I have here is pineapple orange. So I haven't tried this protein yet, so I got to do the sifting method of getting the little scooper out of here. And in terms of like nutrition facts for this, I would say the only thing I'm not a fan of is that for the price of this, which is I think about $40 last I checked, you're only getting 20 grams of protein per serving, and there's only 20 servings in this. Now, typically when I do my protein shakes, I'm doing like a double serving in the morning. Sometimes even like I've been doing 3 servings of my protein shakes in the morning. So I have like a 75-gram breakfast protein shake. And then after I work out, I have another 3 scoops. So that's another 75 grams. And this is not the type of protein to do that with because you will very quickly run out, especially since there are only 20 servings total in this. So if you're taking 6 scoops a day, you're looking at less than a week of having this thing. And it's not a very large container either. Now, downsides, these are just things to consider. So if you were to have 1 scoop of this every single day, this will last you 20 days. That's almost an entire month. So if you go every other day, then you would have this 1 container for about 40 days. So this is what the scoop of the powder looks like in here. I'm going to go fill it up with water real quick. So this is kind of what it's looking like in there right now. I did the approach of putting the powder in first and then the water. I feel like that's a great way of being able to find out how easy it can mix with water. Typically what I like to do with my shakes is I do water first, then protein. That way this doesn't stick to the bottom. Cool. So it looks like it actually mixed fairly well. Clear that out. Look, it's looking a little foamy, a little frothy at the moment, but I did give it a good shake. So the color, as you can tell, it's not super clear at the moment, but it's not like dark brown as if it was like a chocolate flavored. If it was vanilla, it would definitely look a lot like whiter in appearance. And the amount of water, I normally like to fill these shaker bottles up to the very top. Gotta stay hydrated, but I didn't want to water this down. That way we can get the best experience of understanding what the flavor is supposed to be like. I think you're supposed to put like 8 ounces of water. That's what they typically say with things like this. So while it's frothed up, I'm just going to do a little taste test here. That's pretty cool. It tastes like, honestly, like this flavor, the pineapple orange, it has like a pina colada flavor to it. Like honestly, like I could see this easily being like a mixed drink. You know, put a couple shots of vodka in here, you're good. You're good to go. So we're just gonna let this sit and settle real quick. Cool. All right. So I think that was a long enough time to let this settle here. So you can kind of see it's like, it's not see-through. It is definitely translucent. You know, you can kind of see through here a little bit. But honestly, like I think the biggest selling point for this type of protein is the flavor for this. The flavor, the like significant decrease in lactose. Like a lot of people, even myself for a while, struggled with drinking whey protein shakes. For years, I was only taking plant-based protein drinks, and just recently my body, I've recognized, has gotten better at processing whey protein, and something like this can be a great way to transition into using whey proteins for your protein shakes. Literally, like the main reason I would ever suggest someone to use whey protein or use any type of protein is strictly for the dollar per gram of protein amount, because when you're making food or anything like that, if you're trying to hit like 200 grams of protein, it's very difficult to get that by just eating food. You got a lot of calories that come with that because you're not just getting protein. Like let's say you're eating chicken, you got the fat from the chicken and then any of the seasoning, and then plus like it takes time to cook and you got to go grocery shop and this and that. But you can just go on Amazon, boom, you buy protein powder, it comes to your house, you're able to carry it with you. You could have your 75 grams of protein in just a little shake. You don't feel bloated, you don't feel like overly stuffed, and you can still be very productive throughout the day, and you can hit your protein numbers very easily at a significantly reduced cost when compared to cooking food for it. Because like a pound of ground beef might be like $6 and it might be about 80 grams of protein. But then you got to do the seasoning, you got to drive to get there, you got to do the cooking, and then you got to have things on the side. You're not just going to be eating raw, like just cooked meat. That's gross. You know, it's kind of weird. So $6, you're getting like 80 grams of protein, whereas most protein brands, a single scoop of like a 30-gram serving of protein comes out to about $1. So $3 for like from anywhere from 75 to 90 grams of protein for $3 versus 6, possibly 10 or $12 for the same exact thing. So when it comes to getting your protein, I always advocate going the route of doing protein shakes. And if the whey protein is too difficult to digest and the plant-based protein is like a little too expensive, then you can go the route of trying to transition towards doing the whey protein, and this can be very helpful for that. The flavor of this is pretty good. There's a little bit of floaty chunkies at the top layer here. I didn't notice anything as I was drinking it. Nothing. Oh man, it tastes so cool. It's like knowing that this juice has 20 grams of protein in it. Revolutionary. It's mind blowing. It's not super chunky or anything like that, and it tastes good. And it shouldn't upset your stomach either. So I got a feeling that, you know, give it some time. This style of protein, the clear protein, is going to be very, very popular. Probably within like next year or two, as long as like the pricing of it is easily accessible. Because honestly, $40 for just 20 servings, and each of those servings being just 20 grams of protein, as opposed to getting something for like $45 that has like 50 servings and each serving being 25 to 30 grams of protein. Like you get a little bit more bang for your buck. So this is definitely more like niche stuff. You're not going to drink multiples of these every day unless money's not an issue. This is like kind of like special occasion type of protein shakes. It's something that you would do once a day, maybe every other day, just as something that you can use to mix up your routine or to try to gradually transition yourself towards being able to digest regular whey protein. So that's my review on it. If you want to get 15% off, you can use my link and code. It's literally just Alec15. You pop that in on the animal website, you get 15% off on all your orders. This is something that I'm going to keep trying, but honestly, I'll probably just stick with getting the regular whey protein brand of protein because, like I said before, dollar per protein amount, that's a little bit more advantageous for me. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you've got any questions, things that you'd like to suggest, write it down in the comments below. I read those comments and I try my best. No, I don't try. I do. I answer all the comments because I appreciate you guys. All right, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you around in the next video. Peace.